So, you don't know how to do a cornrow and you want to learn how to do it? Well, you're in the right place because today is the day that you're going to be able to do it. Well, I've taught a lot of my students on how to do a cornrow from beginning, step by step, how to do it properly, and now they can cornrow. And you can also do it. So let me show you how to. So for cornrows, you want to stand either at the side or at the back of the client. And for now, I'm standing on the side. So you want to come up with 3 sections already. And you basically pick and with your forefinger and your thumb and then transfer to your middle fingers so that you can be able to pick. So you're picking with your forefinger and the thumb and then you're transferring to your middle fingers so that you can release the forefinger and the thumb to pick again. And the left hand, because I'm standing on the side, the left hand is not doing much besides pressing that cornrow down to make it as tight as possible so that you're not pulling but you're pressing it down. And then the forefinger and the thumb picks the hair from the middle fingers of the right hand, and then the right hand is free to pick again and then transfer the hair and then pick with the forefinger and the thumb and then pick some more hair as it goes along, because remember this is a cornrow, so we pick hair as we go along the section. So the right hand is free so that it can pick again, and then it transfers the hair to the middle fingers, and then the forefinger and the thumb picks the hair, and that's the hand that is picking hair along the way. Here you can see that the middle finger is doing a lot of work. The middle finger on my left hand is doing a lot of work to press the hair down so that the cornrow is as tight as possible. So that's basically what I'm doing. It's just a matter of using the forefinger and the thumb to pick hair. The middle finger is holding it down, and then we transfer hair to the middle of the fingers. If you do it slow enough, you'll be able to master this technique very easy. Here is a recap. When you're picking with your right hand only, it means that you're standing on the side of the client and you're only picking hair once. The right hand is the one that is picking the hair. But there are times when you want to pick twice. The left and the right hand can pick hair along the section. Let me show you a cornrow. The best place to stand is behind the client. Now I'm picking twice. Can you see? My left hand is now picking hair along the section as I go along the cornrow. And my right hand is also picking. So my forefinger and the thumb is going in to pick hair, the furthest of the hair, to bring it in the middle. And then I am just picking with my left hand and with my right hand. So it's basically picking the furthest, putting it in the middle. And the furthest is normally the one that has been transferred to the middle fingers. The forefinger and the thumb from the opposite hand picks the hair that is furthest and then puts it in the middle. And that's basically that. And you can see it from this angle as well. I'm holding those 2 sections or those 2 parts with my left hand, and I'm going to use my forefinger and my thumb from my right hand to go and pick the hair that is furthest and then put it in the middle. And that's basically what I am doing. Let me show you some more in case you haven't really mastered it yet. Just hold on. Keep watching. All right. So I am not sectioning with gel here because sometimes a client may be sensitive to gel or any product on their scalp. So I don't want to use gel on any client unless I'm sure that they're not sensitive to that. Okay. We are starting with 3 sections of hair, 2 sections in the front, and the other one I'm taking it along the section here that we are cornrowing. Okay, so now I am standing behind the client and I'm picking twice. My right hand and my left hand is picking hair along the section. This is faster, but the cornrow is generally not as strong as the other one when you're picking hair once. You can do this kind of cornrows when a person has got a sensitive scalp and you don't want the cornrows to be too tight. This is the best cornrow that you can do. Or you really want to do it fast. It's actually very good. So, in case you haven't caught it yet, I really want you to learn how to do a cornrow. So I'm going to show you one more time from a 3-strand braid. All right, so we have got 3 strands here, and then we are taking the forefinger and the thumb to pick hair, the furthest hair that has already been transferred. Can you see that hair that I'm taking? It has already been transferred to the middle fingers. And then now I am transferring on the left hand to pick hair from the right hand, the furthest hair, and put it in the middle. And then take the forefinger and the thumb from my right hand, pick from the left, the furthest hair, put it in the middle, and then transfer on the left, pick, transfer, pick, transfer, pick. That's basically what I'm doing. So now when it comes to cornrow, we are picking hair as we go along the section. Can you see what I just did there? I'm picking hair as I go along a section. At this point, don't even worry about how tight the cornrow is, as long as you can do the movement of the fingers correctly. And if you can do this with your eyes closed, then I know you've mastered the technique. And that's basically it. That's a cornrow.